There is something about the way this interface sits on a desk that just feels like it means business. It is not trying to be the flashiest piece of gear in your rack, but the moment you start plugging things in, you realize it is built for people who actually need to get work done. What makes this thing interesting is that hybrid connectivity. You have got both FireWire and USB, which is a bit of a rarity these days. It is a nice safety net if you are working between older machines and modern setups, though honestly, the FireWire side of things is starting to feel like a relic of a different era. Still, having the option is never a bad thing. When you look at the front panel, it is refreshingly straightforward. You have two of those combo jacks for your mics or instruments, and they have included a 20 decibel pad switch, which is a lifesaver if you are tracking a loud guitar amp or a particularly aggressive vocalist. It is those little physical switches that make a difference when you are in the middle of a session and do not want to go digging through software menus. The phantom power is there too, tucked away where it is easy to reach. What really caught my attention, though, is the built-in analysis suite. You get an FFT display, a correlation screen, and an oscilloscope right there in the software. It is not just a gimmick. Having that kind of visual feedback while you are mixing or checking phase issues is genuinely helpful. It feels like having a little extra set of eyes on your signal chain. The headphone output has its own dedicated volume knob, which sounds like a basic requirement, but you would be surprised how many interfaces get that wrong. Here it is smooth and responsive. Now it is not all perfect. The design definitely leans into that utilitarian, industrial aesthetic that Motu is known for, which some might find a bit sterile. It is not the kind of device that is going to win any beauty contests, and the chassis can feel a bit cold and clinical under the lights. Also, while the included Audiodesk software is a solid starting point for Mac users, it is definitely not going to replace a full-blown DAW if you are already deep into something like Logic or Ableton. It is a nice inclusion, but it feels more like a bonus than a primary selling point. You have 6 inputs and 6 outputs to play with, including the digital SPDIF connections, which gives you enough room to grow if you decide to add some outboard gear later on. It handles 4 separate mixes, which is great if you are doing a bit of collaborative work and need to send different monitor feeds to different people. It is a workhorse, plain and simple. If you are looking for something that prioritizes stability and clear, honest signal routing over fancy bells and whistles, this is a really strong contender. It is not the newest kid on the block, but it does exactly what it says on the box without making a fuss about it. If you can get past the slightly dated look, it is a reliable piece of kit that will likely stay on your desk for a long time.
Check out the video description for updated price. And thank you for watching this video.